Alright, how you doing? Welcome to the Filthy Kitchen. I'm the Squadron. What a day. Today I helped my friend. I painted his bedroom ceiling for him. How do I feel about that? Well, it was okay, but the paint was very old and had a lot of chunks of dried paint in it, so I was quite unhappy with the results. He's going to have to sand it down, I think, after it dries, and yeah, probably have to scrape out some of that with probably a putty knife or something, and yeah, then maybe I'll do a second coat for him. He has a bad neck, so he can't look up, so he couldn't use the roller. I don't mind helping the man out. He's a friend of mine. He's helped me in the past. I've helped him in the past. So it's good in that way, but yeah, he had very old paint somebody gave him, and he had an old paint rolling tube, and actually the paint roller itself was old. And the room was full of junk, so it was very strange. I was in this room, there was a bed in there. I couldn't really maneuver. Usually when I paint a ceiling, I do the whole thing one way. But this time I had to go back and forth. Half of it I did this way and half of it I did that way, and trying to avoid the bed and find my way in. Also, there were a lot of cuts in the room. There was a fireplace there, so the ceiling wasn't a square, it wasn't a rectangle, it was mostly square with a few cuts in it, so it was a bit complicated. But I managed to paint it all right. I took the light fixture off, and they had a vent for the air exchanger, which I also took off. Of course, it was full of dust and stuff. And yeah, I painted the bedroom, but sadly, I was not satisfied with the job because paint was crap. You know, believe it or not, if you're going to do a job, you should do it right, and I take great pride in doing a good job, but you can only do so much if your equipment is not great. But overall, it was nice. It was good to do the man a favor. We went out, he took me out for breakfast afterwards, because I did this after work. I got off work at 7. So we just hung out for a little while, and then I did it, and then we went and got some breakfast. So I didn't get back till about 10:30 or so. It wasn't all painting, it was hanging out, eating, painting. I got paint on my shirt, if you can tell. But this should come off. I don't care about this shirt all that much anyway, but this shouldn't be a problem. So then I came back, I got on the bike. I burned up 650 calories on the bike. And then I went and picked up Huey at my father's house. And when he was driving my father nuts, he was full of energy. Even though the woman from the dog walking service came by and gave him a walk, he was very rambunctious and was bothering my father. Now my father's not having a very good time these days. So I went and picked him up and came back here and walked him around the pond twice. Try to get his foolishness out. And then we came back here and I went to bed. So I'm not long up now, and it's 10 o'clock at night. I was gonna cook a couple of steaks that I took out, but instead I cleaned out half the fridge. I threw out a bunch of crap and filled the dishwasher and started doing dishes. And then it was getting late, so I said, well, I'm just gonna make a sandwich. I don't want to eat this crap. I had a crappy breakfast. We went to a restaurant and I had 2 eggs and bacon and hash browns and toast. And I don't want to be a complainer, but the truth is it was pretty crappy. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I didn't really want to go out for breakfast, but my friend wanted to get breakfast and I decided to give him the joy of giving. It's very important to give people the joy of giving. People do nice things for you and you do nice things for them. And they like to feel that, you know, they're showing their appreciation or whatever. Let them do this. A lot of people, it seems, are too embarrassed to let the other person experience the joy of giving. And sometimes you don't even want to be given to. Like in this situation, I would have been just as happy to go home, but he wanted to have breakfast, so maybe he would just want to hang out, which is good. I like hanging out. But I could have done without the breakfast, quite honestly. And I didn't overly enjoy the breakfast, but I did enjoy the company. I did enjoy the hangout. And, you know, we had coffee. So, all in all, it was good. The only problem was now I'm eating this sandwich, which is junk. The breakfast was kind of junk, so I had a pretty bad day, nutritionally speaking. I've been eating junk. I would have liked to have had that. I would have liked to have had that steak that I was planning to cook, but instead I'm having a bologna sandwich. So, yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. But that's it. I'll cook the steaks tomorrow. At least the dishes will be clean. Of course, I forgot to put the French press in the dishwasher. It's always the case. You fill the dishwasher and then after it's going for a while, you realize that you've left some stuff out. And I got a bunch of stuff. That sink is full of junk that's got to be dealt with, cleaned, thrown out, whatever I'm gonna do. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to figure that out. So anyway, that's my story for now. So here it is, 10 o'clock, Friday night. First day of my weekend. I was hoping to do some boxing, maybe a stretch, but at least I rode the bike. Looks like I won't be doing any boxing or anything later, but that's it. And no Whole Foods, just crap. So all in all, it was nice hanging out with my friend. It was nice doing a bit of painting. I'm a little frustrated with how the painting turned out. He's happy with it. That's the main thing. But when you do things on the cheap, like someone gives you a can of already opened ceiling paint from God knows when, and gives you a roller and stuff like that, you kind of get what you pay for. It would have been much better had the ceiling paint been new, not full of chunky bits. It would have been nice had he taken the ceiling vent out and the light fixture instead of me and cleaned off the ceiling before I painted it, because I did paint in a lot of dust and grime and stuff. But when I agreed to help him, I told him a few weeks ago I'd paint his ceiling for him, but he said the room needed to be cleared out and stuff. But when I got there, of course, the room was full of junk, and yeah, So I told him how to take the vent off the ceiling. He did, but there's still a lot of dust there, and I took the light fixture off, and yeah, it was kind of dusty. Should have been cleaned with a damp rag probably yesterday and been ready to paint, but unfortunately it wasn't, and I'm not happy with the results, but like I said, that's what I did today. Guzman! Anyway, that's my story. I don't have much else to say. I might put up another video after. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me in the filthy kitchen. I would imagine when I wash this shirt, this paint should come out and the shirt should come out clean. So I'm not worried about that. If not, this shirt was given to me anyway, and I don't mind. So till next time, who loves you, baby? This guy, don't forget about it. Remember, you're somebody's favorite person out there, probably mine. So till next time, love you. Goodbye. Don't know if I'll put up another video tonight, but anyway, anybody has any comments, anybody wants to get in touch with me, you know how, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.